right. Good afternoon, everyone. And finally, in honor of our cameraman in the back of the room there, it's Christmas time, and that means that the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, which is tasked with monitoring and defending the airspace of the U.S. and Canada, takes on a special additional mission this time each year. On December 24, NORAD will track the journey of a very special aviator, Santa, as he makes his way around the globe. And if you see red and green lights in the sky, that's probably him. Please note that this is an authorized object in the sky and not an unmanned aerial vehicle, so please check twice. We'd kindly ask that those observing Santa's sleigh refrain from reporting him to the FAA or FBI. Starting at 0600 Eastern Standard Time, kids, families, and Santa fans worldwide can track his journey by calling 1-877-HI-NORAD or 877-446-6723 to speak with an official Santa tracker. You can also follow Santa's journey online throughout the day at noradsanta.org. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas, joyous holidays, and a Happy New Year. And with that, I'm happy to take your question. Thank you very much, Tony.
On the drone question, I shudder to bring this up, but you mentioned on Tuesday that counter-drone systems will be deployed to New Jersey this week or next week. Have those systems been deployed, and what's the rule of engagement on those? And are those kinetic or fuzzbuster type of equipment?
So the majority of that capability has deployed. The rest should be arriving very shortly, if not imminently. And as I highlighted earlier in the week, that will be a combination of active and passive detection capabilities, as well as some counter-UAS capabilities, which would include non-kinetic types of systems like drone busters, right, which essentially disrupts signals and affects the ability of these systems to fly.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Kelly.
Just to follow up more a bit on drones, I just wanted to ask about the federal ban on drone operations in parts of New Jersey. The government, they say, may use, quote, deadly force against the drones if they pose an imminent security threat. Who would shoot them down if it came to it? Would that be DoD assets?
So a couple things. So first of all, I would note that that is standard security language included in national security NOTAMs and temporary flight restrictions. So FAA certainly could talk to you more about that. And as you've heard us say, we're going to work closely with the FBI, DHS, FAA to make sure that we're harmonizing our on-base efforts with anything that they're doing off-base. And you know, the bottom line is that our forces, our commanders, if they observe UAS activity that they believe represents a threat, they have the authority to conduct mitigation operations based on the capability at their location. And as I highlighted, you know, one of those capabilities could be the non-kinetic, interruption of signals, for example.
And just talking about a potential government shutdown, how could that impact the efforts to detect and track drones and the efforts that you're doing right now?
Well, I mean, if it's, we're going to continue to do the operations, as I highlighted. Military personnel are going to continue to do operations necessary to protect and defend the nation. So in so much as we need to protect our facilities or mitigate potential threats, we will be on point in doing that. So, okay. Let me go to the phone here, just take a couple more. Howard Altman.
Hey, thanks, Pat. Appreciate it. I'm wondering, can you tell me whether there's been any additional force protection, ramp ups at any facilities in the U.S. or OCONUS regarding drone incursions? Have any additional equipment counter-drone equipment been sent to any facilities beyond the ones you've already mentioned? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. I don't have anything additional passed along. I'd refer you to Northcom to talk about any, additional facilities that they're looking at or movement of equipment. And, obviously, as you well know, base commanders have the authority to take appropriate steps in terms of force protection as it relates to anything. And so that's something that's done on a day-by-day basis and not necessarily managed or tracked from here at OSD. But again, I'd refer you to Northcom.